The Seaside Resort. Too many summers have gone, and the cream-white hotels have lost their dignity and virginity, and now they serve part-time as homes for a fucked-up social security system. And in this clapped-out mud-flat promise of candy floss paradise, deck chairs are put out still, donkeys are still ridden, and the fruit machines still take in old pennies and old-age pensioners. And the pier still goes out to a sea in which untreated sewage makes its way to Europe, and flatties are still caught and end up on the dining table. And the fish that looks as if it has been regurgitated by seagulls, then covered with a batter of unknown substance, complemented by balsa wood chips, is still eaten. And the bed and breakfast ladies in loose chiffons with blue rinse still go to bingo and Florida, while first hubby, a salesman, is buried, rest his soul. Hubby, too, helps out by a bit of carpentry here and a bit on the side there. The guests still die in their horsehair stuffed beds from heart attacks, and sometimes an overdose of boredom. An elementary lesson in being ripped off is taught at every stall, every shop. Prices is needlessly inflated. And still the ballroom dancing where egos are deflated by Carol's number or by the slip of a cheap toupee. And still one can walk on Sunday around a park with its 1930s bandstand painted many times on account of graffiti, and inside the smell of stale urine, the dog-turd-lined walk through gardens of unsurpassed black of imagination, pansies and roses, and more of the same. And still one can see caravans perched on the cliffs, scattered like discarded roll-your-own-up cigarette tins. And still there are kiss-quick hats, toffee apples, and amusements like get your money stuck in the machine and ask for it back, and survive to tell the tale, or the Dodgem car that kills. The resort is a haven for those who study the law of tort. Every step you take, every breath you take, and still the Rolex is for sale, and still the perfume for your partner, and shells specially imported and sold as locals. They're glued on crappy bottles and passed off as craft. And of course there is always still someone so daft to spend money on such a kitsch souvenir. And even as next year we approach the new millennium, this was written some time ago, the Seaside Resort still has those same qualities that have endeared it to English men and women. The sleazy, greasy, squalid dump by the sea still brings tears to their eyes, and still they swim in outsized trunks and spend summers naked on the flat cold surface, euphemistically called a beach. And there, like other marine animals, they mate, battle for space, the territorial imperative deeply ingrained like toenails in the English psyche, as are mixed metaphors, and marmalade on sausages, or tasteless combinations in clothes. And still they punch each other, slug it out like walruses after 5 or 6 pints, a primeval ritual that should be narrated by an Attenborough.